Welcome back, guys. A lot has happened that we should make sure everyone is aware of. Before that, though, let's hear today's shout-outs, Joe.
This is Jorkus Rosie Bottom with Phandelver News. Our first comment is from Blake Thomas. For those who know, Squaw!
Excuse me?
On to the next comment. This one is from Kellinar. He seems to admire your methods, Ben. You've given him plenty ideas on how to torture his party playing The Lost Mine.
Glad to hear I've inspired him, though torturing his friends isn't exactly what I had in mind, I'll be honest.
I'm sure they'll be just fine.
Yeah, he can tell his friends to man up.
Okay, last comment. This one is from,
What?
No.
Who?
Spit it out, Joe.
I am.
Oh, I see now. Their name is
Yep, they recognize the spreading of the tainted 20. Again, if you know, you know.
Guess I don't know.
Well, I've been Jorkus Rosie Bottom with Phandelver News. Back to you, Ben.
Thanks, Joe. Now to get to our announcement. We have officially opened up memberships on the channel. For those looking to join and support the channel, we have multiple tiers, along with added bonuses for each one. Please don't feel pressured to join, but we appreciate those who want to help us out. We also now have our Discord opened up. The link will be in the description, along with on the homepage of the channel. It's free to everyone to join, and it'll just be a nice space to meet everyone and talk about whatever. We look forward to seeing you all there, but for now, let's begin tonight's session. Last we were with our party, the group had been put into a stalemate with Hamun, a red wizard of Thay practicing necromancy within the region surrounding Old Owl Well. While Donnie and Jorkus had been put to sleep through magical means, Barbin, Sildar, and Gralmir convinced Hamun to stand down after promising to complete the quests they had previously declined. Their first quest led them to the Wyvern Tor, where they were able to surprise all the orcs inside along with one giant ogre. The battle at Wyvern Tor was easily won, with Donnie and Jorkus both being enlarged through his magic, some intentional and others not. Next, the group visited Agatha the Banshee within the Neverwinter Woods. While they were able to receive answers for the questions of Sister Garael and Hamun, Donnie had agitated the Banshee enough to the point where she left without providing Barbin with the location of Cragmaw Castle. We now pick up with the party in the morning following the meeting with the Banshee. What would you guys like to do?
It's time we go speak to Hamun. We've done his stuff, but he needs to leave this place.
Agreed. Let's head there first. And then we can go back to town to collect some rewards and restock.
When we get there, Ben, I'm going to stay behind so I can sneak up to the back of the wizard's tent. Donnie and I aren't leaving this place empty-handed.
Yeah, he owes us for putting Jorkus to sleep and making him look like an idiot.
Last I remember, he put you both to sleep.
Fake news. Let's just get going already.
Okay then. In the morning following your meeting with Agatha the Banshee, who will be leading your group back to Old Owl Well?
Gralmir has kind of taken up the role of navigator.
Agreed.
Okay then, Gralmir, roll a d20.
I'm gonna also roll for perception. That's a 6 for both.
In a stark contrast to your time in the Neverwinter Woods, your trip back to Old Owl Well is actually pleasant. No turbulent weather, and no more orc ambushes seem to catch your eye. You all arrive at high noon, and as the three of you make your way up the incline, Donnie and Jorkus stay back.
Remember, make sure he isn't facing the tent. Jorkus is going to be in there scrounging about.
Yeah, we know.
As the three of you make your way back up to the well, you can't help but feel a sense of dread. Since your last time here, ash still litters the floor of the ruined tower, and chunks of rotten and diseased flesh lie strewn about. It's obvious Hamun hasn't taken time to tidy up since you've been gone.
Makes me wonder what he has been up to. I still get worried considering he's a red wizard.
Let's just get this over with.
I'll walk up to the well bed, making sure we're a fair distance from Hamun's tent before calling out to him.
The continued stench of the decaying zombies fills your nose as you stand waiting. You can tell he is in his tent, but he has yet to come out after you make your presence known.
We've got your answer, Hamun. Come on out already.
Time continues to pass. You see an arcane flash from within his tent. A bright blue glow radiates through before he steps out.
Was that a spell? What's he casting?
I doubt I would even know. Jorkus knows all that stuff better than me.
Can I try to determine what it may have been, Ben?
It won't be easy probably, but you can roll Arcana.
Not bad, that's a 14.
Although the particular spell is a mystery to you, you can assume that by the blue lights following the spell, it's likely from the School of Abjuration, or protection magic.
Took you long enough. We finished those errands you had. Now we need to talk.
We do indeed. But first, where are those two conniving friends of yours?
We told them to stay back. Last time they were up here, they gave us all a lot of issues. I think you'd be inclined to agree.
Deception check, Sildar.
That'd be an 18.
Hamun looks to you three uneasy, but begins to stand more at ease after a moment looking around the area. We'll now go to Donnie and Jorkus, who are on the opposite side of the hill from you three.
All right, Jorkus. Scurry on under his tent and find anything of value. Make it quick, though. I'll stand back here and keep an eye out. I don't want to get too close, since this armor isn't exactly quiet.
All righty, Ben, I'm going in.
Give me a stealth check, Jorkus.
Sweet, that's a 17.
You crawl your way under the tent, poking your head out to the sound of distant talking from your party members and Hamun. It seems for now he hasn't noticed your intrusion.
Time to take a look, see anything cool or shiny?
Hamun's tent contains a comfortable traveling suite, including a cot, a chair, a writing desk, supplies, and a chest. Though nothing immediately catches your eye, apart from a healing potion on his desk.
That'd be too obvious. Let me check under the bed.
Investigation check.
Shit, only a 4.
You do what you'd consider a fairly clean sweep of the underside of his bed, yet uncover nothing. On your way out from underneath, you bonk the top of your head. Give me another stealth check.
Oh, God.
Can I see Yorkus inside the tent, Ben?
Just barely.
Holy shit, nat 20.
From your perspective, Barbin, Jorkus is seen shimmying under Hamun's bed for only a max of 10 seconds before coming back up. He smacks his head on the underside of it, and although he nearly falls back into chemical supplies, he narrowly avoids the catastrophe.
Jesus Christ.
Back to you three.
So you have cleared out the orcs, yes? It's hard to get anything done around here when I have your group of hooligans, along with them, bothering me constantly.
Yeah, we took care of them. You know, you probably could have handled them yourself. You had all those zombies.
Keyword had. Thus why I recruited you lot into doing it for me. Now, what of the Banshee?
Now, back to you, Jorkus.
I better hurry up. Let me check that chest, Ben.
Another investigation check.
You can't make this up. Another nat 20.
Let's fucking go, Yorkus.
Wow, awesome. Inside the chest is plenty of plain clothing along with more robes. Nothing seems to be of value here. Until your finger pokes what seems to be a small tab on the very bottom of the chest.
A false bottom?
Indeed. You lift the small tab under the clothing and pull out a small pouch. Now back to the others.
We spoke to your Banshee. She gave us the name Arthendal. Does that mean anything to you?
Plenty. I thank you, though I must now leave.
Wait, you're leaving?
Yes, Arthendal is not the name I was expecting or hoping for. There is no further reason for me to stay here.
Shit. That's good for us, but bad for Jorkus. I'll shout out to Hamun before he continues to walk further away. I'll make sure I'm loud so Jorkus hears me too. Wait, Hamun!
He turns around, waiting.
I'm closing that chest and getting the hell out of there, Ben. I'm gonna rub the patch of dirt I crawled on, so it isn't obvious I was there.
Safe travels.
Hamun simply nods before walking towards his tent and eventually disappearing from sight.
Well, let's go. We should head back around to meet with those two, and then we can head back to town.
Wonder if they actually found something.
He's a red wizard. I wouldn't be surprised.
Before they make their way over to us, Ben, I'm gonna check what Donnie and I got.
Hell yeah, baby. That wizard shouldn't have fucked with us.
You and Donnie move away from the hill, Yorkus, making sure that Hamun wouldn't have any line of sight on you before opening the pouch you stole. Inside is 35 silver, 20 electrum, 20 gold, 5 platinum, and a pearl. There is also a scroll of darkness and a small, ornate, jeweled box.
Oh man, this is fancy. I'll slowly open it, Ben.
I can't wait anymore, Yorkus. Open it up.
This box is an artifact in its own right. Its rich maroon wood is adorned with intricate red and green gemstones that glitter like tiny embers. Each gem glints with a subtle, almost otherworldly light. The rich, earthy tones of the box contrast strikingly with the vibrant, jewel-like accents that seem to pulse with a life of their own. With a shared glance, Jorkus, you gently lift the lid. The hinges creak softly, revealing the interior lined with dark velvet that cradles a ring. The ring's band is a deep, tranquil blue, reminiscent of the twilight sky just before nightfall. It is delicately inlaid with golden filigree, meticulously shaped into the form of a shield. The gold seems to shimmer with an inner light, outlining the ring with an aura of steadfast protection. The shield design seems to not be merely ornamental, but conveys a sense of vigilant guardianship, as if the ring itself were a silent sentinel.
This is a bit more than I was expecting.
Yorkus, you are amazing.
As you and Donnie continue to marvel at the captivating sight of the ring, you both begin to hear sounds coming from around the corner of the bush you have hid behind.
Shit, Yorkus, hide it!
I'll stuff it back in the pouch I took. Then I'll peek out from the bush.
There you two are, ready to go?
Yup. Let's get a move on, friends. Can't wait to head back to town, finally.
Okay then.
What did you two end up getting anyway?
For a wizard, the guy didn't have much. Just some gold and a bit of platinum. I got a scroll of darkness, though. Not sure how big of a help it'll be.
Can I insight check him, Ben?
Go ahead. You roll persuasion or deception, Yorkus.
Boom, baby, 22.
Haha, get fucked, Barry.
Shut up, Tubby. I got a nat 20, makes 25.
Oh, shit.
Wow, you have never seen Yorkus this stone-faced before, Barbin, but you know better. Having information being withheld from you isn't something new to you. You've dealt with the situation numerous times since that fateful day as a young boy. You can tell by the small shifting in his eyes that Yorkus is hiding something, you just aren't sure what.
I won't push him any further on it for now. I'll just nod. All right, let's make our way back to town.
Okay, heading back will take you about 3 days on foot. You want to roll again, Grelmir? We'll need a roll for each day and night.
Sure, I want to also roll perception checks alongside them.
I'll help him to give advantage.
Sounds good. Go ahead.
That's a 12 and 14 on the days. And then a 12 and 15 on perception.
The next ones.
10 and 14 for the days, and 11 and 16 perception.
Okay, one last one.
A 4 for each day, and then a 25 and tainted 20 on perception.
Your trek back to Phandelin is marked by a blend of relief and anticipation across each of your faces. The trials you faced away from the town have forged a stronger bond among some of you and provided time to hone your abilities. As your party departs from Old Owl Well, the weather is crisp and clear. The sky is a pale blue, unmarred by clouds, and the air is cool but refreshing. The sunlight filters through the trees, casting dappled patterns on the forest floor. The absence of significant cloud cover allows for a clear view of the surrounding landscape, bringing about a sense of progress and optimism. On the second day, the weather takes a turn for the worse. Thick, dark clouds gather overhead, obscuring the sun and casting a gray pall over the landscape, much akin to the day the orcs had ambushed you early into your time away from town. By midday, a steady, heavy rain begins to fall, drumming persistently on the forest canopy. The rain is substantial, creating a constant downpour that soon turns the trails into muddy, slippery paths. The heavier rainfall significantly slows your party's progress and leads to you likely taking an extra day to return to town. The third day dawns with the aftermath of the previous day's heavy rain. As morning breaks, the rain has stopped, but the forest remains cloaked in a dense, thick fog. The mist hangs low, curling around the trees and obscuring the landscape in a ghostly veil. Visibility is greatly reduced, and the once muddy trails are now damp, but more navigable. Just as the Banshee's lair was shrouded in sorrowful, spectral energy, the fog envelops the forest in a ghostly, almost magical mist. The fog's ethereal quality evokes a similar sense of otherworldliness, blurring the line between the natural and the supernatural. On the fourth day, the fog lifts, revealing clear skies and a gentle breeze. The fresh, revitalizing air and improved weather provide a stark contrast to the previous day's gloom, symbolizing a new beginning and a return to normalcy. The lifting of the fog brings clarity and ease, as the absence of the necromancer removes a major source of danger and uncertainty from the area. The shift in weather mirroring the calm and optimism that replaced the fear and tension that plagued your party during the necromancer's unwelcome presence. Your party's return is met with a palpable sense of excitement and relief from the townsfolk. Word of your arrival spreads quickly, and as you make your way further into town, you are greeted with a flurry of activity. Lanterns and torches are lit, casting a welcoming glow across the streets and buildings. The town square becomes a focal point of gathering, with residents emerging from their homes to see if you've truly returned.
We're the hottest shit in town, baby. What's the odds I score myself a lady?
As much as I'd want to crack a joke, Donnie, I'd say you have a shot.
This is awesome.
Children dart between the legs of adults, their voices filled with enthusiasm as they pass rumors of your party's whereabouts. The elderly and families alike gather around, eager to hear firsthand about the adventures and the resolution of the town's threats. There's a general sense of festivity in the air as the people of Phandelin prepare to celebrate your party's successful return.
I say we take this party to the inn. Nothing like celebrating with some music and friends.
And some drinks. Ha 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 ha.
Can't pass that up. Count me in.
You all enter the inn to a raucous welcome. The inn's proprietor, Toblin Stonehill, rushes forward with a broad smile, extending hearty handshakes and offers of refreshment. The crowd cheers and applauds as you all make your way through the room, each of you being greeted with enthusiastic pats on the back and congratulatory remarks. Although entering together, you all eventually find your ways to your own corner of the room, mingling with various groups of people and recounting the adventure in your own way. Surrounded by cheering townsfolk and fellow adventurers, Barbin enjoys a night of indulgence and camaraderie. You quickly immerse yourself in the evening's activities, gravitating towards the tables where card games and dice games are being played, before later going to eat alongside others. The feast laid out for everyone here is a luxury you had scarcely dreamed of as a child. And the vibrant energy of the dance floor, coupled with the enthusiastic crowd, is a sharp departure from the cold, empty streets where you once spent your evenings. The evening's revelry is not just a moment of fun, but a poignant reminder of how far you have come from the harsh realities of your youth. It represents the triumph over the adversity you once faced and the fulfillment of a dream to live a life filled with joy, connection, and celebration. Gralmere, your night at the Stonehill Inn is a sharp contrast to your usual solitary existence in the wild. The bustling activity, warmth, and camaraderie of the inn are a vibrant shift from the serene quiet of your natural surroundings. While you value your solitude and the tranquility of nature, the lively and communal atmosphere of the inn provides a refreshing change of pace. At times, you draw upon your druidic magic to enhance the atmosphere, conjuring a gentle, aromatic breeze that carries the scent of forest flowers, adding a touch of nature's magic to the celebration. While mingling with the townsfolk, you're offered one of those drinks that Donnie had mentioned. Fairly quickly, your night becomes a blur as you recall only Sildar helping you to your bed upstairs before your night comes to an end. Sildar, ever the embodiment of honor and duty, is greeted with reverence and gratitude. You sit with the town's leaders and elders, discussing the implications of your party's recent victories and offering words of reassurance and hope for the future. You participate in numerous toasts, raising your mug to honor the town's resilience, your fellow adventurers, and the shared spirit of the townsfolk. Your words are filled with sincerity and gratitude, reflecting your deep connection to the people of Phandelin. After ensuring Gralmere's safety, you return to the common room to rejoin the festivities. The night continues with shared stories and laughter, but your thoughts occasionally drift back to your responsibility for your fellow adventurers. You take pride in your role as a supportive and caring friend, contributing to the night's joy while also fulfilling your duty. As the evening progresses, Yorkus becomes the center of attention with his wild magic antics. You perform an impromptu magic show, your spells causing unexpected but delightful effects. One moment you conjure a burst of colorful sparks that rain down like confetti, and the next, you cause small, harmless illusions of dancing lights and magical creatures that frolic around the room. Your magic is unpredictable, but always entertaining, drawing gasps of amazement and bursts of laughter from the audience. Your natural charisma shines through as you mingle with the crowd. You are often seen surrounded by groups of fascinated listeners, their faces lit up with smiles and curiosity. Your charm is infectious, and you easily make friends with the locals. You enjoy a selection of pastries and ice cream while dancing the night away with the townsfolk. Following what he set out to do tonight, Donnie makes a grand entrance, his confidence and charm evident in every step. With a broad grin and a playful glint in his eye, you wave to the crowd, your movements exuding a mix of bravado and flirtatious charm. As you mingle with the patrons, you're not shy about showing off your physical prowess, engaging in friendly arm wrestling contests, and drinking to your heart's content. Your attention is equally divided between regaling the crowd with tales of your daring feats and flirting with the locals. Whether you're joking about your heroic conquests or playfully suggesting that you could use a drink delivered by a beautiful lady, your charisma is undeniable, and you enjoy every moment of the attention. Your night ends as you are seen ascending the stairs with a lady or two in tow, your arms draped casually around their shoulders. As the sun rises over Phandelin, the early light gently floods the Stonehill Inn, bringing a calm end to the previous night's revelry. The once lively common room now shows signs of the previous night's festivity, scattered mugs, leftover food, and a sense of peaceful aftermath. The quiet of the morning contrasts sharply with the vibrant energy of the night before. Your party gathers in the common room for breakfast, each of you with a unique morning demeanor. The conversation flows easily as you all share stories from the night before, including Donnie's flirtatious escapades, Gralmere's alcohol-induced mishap, and Jorkis's magical antics.
I get why you like to be the hero of the town now, Sildar. That was the most fun I've had in who knows how long.
Phandelin's a great place. I'm glad you all got to see this side of it. It's way easier to have fun when there's less danger about.
I'd say we did a damn good job of handling that danger. We all make a great team.
Hell yeah, we do.
I'm gonna go take a stop by the shrine to see if the sister is there. I want to let her know I spoke to the Banshee for her.
I've got to go stop by Darren's orchard.
I'll join you again.
I'm gonna go sell some stuff, but we need to see the town master as well. He owes us for getting rid of those orcs.
I'll go with you again. I want to ask Linen about something.
We'll take care of Barbin first. As you make your way to the Shrine of Luck, you see Sister Garael watering the surrounding area. She is again wearing the same robes she typically does and greets you with a warm smile and wave.
Good morning, Barbin. A pleasure to see you again. I'm glad to see your return.
You, look nice today, Sister Garael.
Performance check, Barbin.
Wait, what?
Go ahead.
Bruh, a 7.
You start to blush, and it's quite obvious to Sister Garael that you aren't too sure how to hide it.
Haha, how was your group's journey?
It, went pretty well. I was able to speak to the Banshee for you.
Brilliant. I hope it wasn't too much trouble.
Thankfully, the gift you had us bring seemed to be sufficient. We even managed to get an answer to your question.
Oh, did you? Please follow me.
Sister Garael leads you back to her residence, ushering you inside while quickly closing the door behind you.
You spoke to her? And what did she say of the spell book?
She said that she traded the book to a necromancer hundreds of years ago. Apparently his name was Cernoth.
Cernoth? The name does not sound familiar to me, but my superiors may know. What of a location? Did she say where this necromancer resided?
This is seeming fishy. Why do her and her superiors care so much about some spell book that was sold to a necromancer so long ago?
Sister Garael waits, looking at you with hopeful eyes.
What is so important about this spell book? Surely if it's lost to time, why go around trying to find it?
Persuasion check.
18 total.
You deserve to know. I am a member of the Harpers. You may know of us. You may not.
Does that ring a bell, Ben?
You would absolutely know of the Harpers, a scattered network of adventurers and spies who advocate equality and covertly oppose the abuse of power. It seems Sister Garael participates in more than she lets on.
If you're a member of the Harpers, you must trust me enough to tell me. The Banshee said the necromancer was from the city of Iriabor. Hopefully that means something to you.
I do trust you, and that means plenty. I thank you so much. I know we did not speak of a reward, but please, take these 3 healing potions to aid you wherever your party goes next.
Very generous of you, Sister Garael. I'll let you return to your business.
Before you leave, I have a proposal for you.
A what now?
Haha, you're blushing again. You're cute, but let's not be too hasty. I had hoped you would join us in the Harpers. It's obvious you know how to handle yourself, and I feel you would be someone I could rely on while I am here.
I'll adjust the vest and cloak I wear, obviously flustered. I don't see why I couldn't join your group. If I'm going to be here for a while, it may as well be for a reason.
The sister places a small silver pin in the shape of a harp under your cloak before looking to you while opening the front door.
Then it is done. You shall be given the title of Watcher. I look forward to working more closely with you, Barbin. Good day.
You as well. I'll walk around town for the time being, Ben, and meet back up with the other members later in the afternoon.
Sounds good. We'll now go to Sildar and Gralmir. As you both approach, sunlight bathes the entire area in a warm, golden glow, making the orchard seem almost magical. The rows of apple trees are lush and green, their branches heavy with ripe, red apples that shine in the sunlight. The leaves rustle gently in the breeze, creating a soft, soothing sound that complements the chirping of birds and the occasional buzz of bees going about their work. Darren sees you two approaching and waves as he sets down his tools before coming over.
Well, hello, you two. Trust you all had a warm welcome last night. How can I help?
A warm welcome indeed.
You all throw the best parties, but we've come to make you aware of the undead situation at Old Owl Well.
Ah, so you did investigate it? What did you turn up?
Turns out a red wizard of Thay had been using the area to do some studying. Long story short, He found out whatever he was hoping to find wasn't nearby and has now left.
And the dozen of zombies he had were all turned into ash by our companion. You should all have no further issues for the time being, and if you do, just make sure to let us know.
Well, you two have been incredibly helpful. I'm sure the town will sleep far better at night now. If there's anything I can do to assist you all before you likely head out again, ask away.
We're looking for the location of Cragmaw Castle. I'm getting extremely worried about a friend of ours that was likely taken there.
I've only heard of it, but Redoth would likely know. He's a druid much like yourself, so I don't know his current whereabouts. Kelleen Alderleaf may. Check by her farm behind the townmaster's home and see if she's spoken to him recently.
Thank goodness I appreciate your help, Darren. I'm going to start making my way over there right now, Ben.
Oh, well, nice to see you again, Sildar. Stay safe.
You as well, Darren. I'm going to go catch up to Gralmere, Ben.
All right, we'll shift to Donnie and Jorkus now.
You really think it's wise for you to come to speak to Linin with me? I can ask her by myself, you know.
I won't say anything weird this time, Yorkus. Promise.
If you say so.
Just don't forget to sell the gems I gave you. I don't want her to try to scam me again.
Okay, just let me do the talking. I'll enter Linin's shop, Ben.
As you both walk in, Linen's face once again drops as she sees who it is.
May I help you?
I'm gonna make sure to just stand by the door, Ben.
Hello, Miss Linin. I was hoping to sell some more gems to you. These ones are from my collection this time. I'll pull out the carnelians that Donnie handed me before we came inside.
These are in fair condition, and the last gems you brought in found a buyer pretty quick. I'll do 200 gold for the lot of them.
Is she giving a fair price this time?
Give me an intelligence check.
Wow. Natural 18.
It's a fair price for the condition of the gems you have. A bit below market, but that's because she needs to make a profit, most likely.
You have a deal, ma'am, but before we go, Donnie and I wanted to ask about something we uncovered recently.
Linen starts to make a judgmental face as Donnie walks up to the counter.
We just wanted your opinion on something, Linen. That's all.
Sure. What is it?
I'll take a deep breath and pull out the jewel-encrusted box Donnie and I got from Hamun's tent. We found something pretty cool.
Linen's face of annoyance quickly shifts to one of astonishment. She immediately begins to admire the craftsmanship of the box and looks to you both, waiting to see what is inside with bated breath.
I'll pull out the ring, carefully. Have you seen a ring like this before? We had a feeling it is more than meets the eye.
She audibly gasps and struggles to find words to explain her amazement at your recent discovery.
Where, what, huh? Where, how, did you get that?
So, you know what it is?
It's a ring of protection. I couldn't possibly afford to buy something like that. I don't make that kind of gold here.
A ring of protection, huh? Sounds pretty fancy.
Fancy is an understatement. Those cost thousands of gold.
I'll whisper to Yorkus. You think it'd make a good wedding ring?
Jesus, man. Well, we should, get going. Have a great day, Miss Linin. I'll quickly begin to push Donnie out of the store before he says something out of pocket.
Oh, you too.
I'm just saying, Yorkus, I don't really mind if she's a gold digger.
Let's go find the others. Come on. Hopefully they're somewhere far from Miss Linin.
Barbin, Donnie, and Jorkus. As the three of you walk towards the center of town, you see a strange sight. Sildar is running throughout the town square, and ahead of him is Gralmere, running as fast as his short dwarf legs can take him. The townsfolk look on and watch in confusion as they make their way towards the direction of the townmaster's home.
What the hell are those two doing?
I'll run after them, Ben. I don't know if something happened.
From across the town square, Barbin chases after the two. Donnie and Yorkus, you both see him join in the commotion as the people continue to scratch their heads and watch.
Well, I guess we found the others. Let's go see what they're up to. I'll just walk over there with Donnie.
Sildar, Gralmere, and Barbin not long after. You soon arrive to Alderleaf Farm. The property is characterized by its neat and well-kept appearance. The farmhouse is a cozy, two-story building with a steep, gabled roof and a wide, welcoming porch. Its exterior is made of warm, honey-colored wood with white trim, giving it a homey, inviting feel. A chimney puffs out a thin stream of smoke, suggesting a fire burning inside, which adds to the overall sense of warmth and comfort. The surrounding fields are lush and green, with neatly planted rows of various crops. You'll notice well-tended vegetable gardens, perhaps with rows of carrots, potatoes, and other hardy vegetables. Near the farmhouse, there are also pens and stables for livestock, such as chickens, goats, or a few cows, all of which contribute to the farm's self-sufficient charm. As the three of you come closer, you see Kelleen Alderleaf sitting on the front porch. She wears simple, practical clothing suited for farm life, a well-worn, earth-toned tunic and trousers, with a sturdy apron over her outfit. Her clothes are slightly dusty from farm work, but they're clean and neatly kept, reflecting her practical nature. On her feet, she wears comfortable boots that have seen many miles of walking. She stands and waves to you, Sildar.
Good afternoon, Sildar. Surprised to see you all up and about after last night.
Well, I didn't exactly plan on running today, but Gralmere had different plans.
Pleasure to meet you, ma'am. But I heard you may know the whereabouts of a druid by the name of Redoth. I'm hoping he can help with something urgent.
Oh, yes. I'd spoken to him not too long ago. He mentioned traveling to Thundertree. I'm sure Sildar knows its location.
Do you, Sildar?
Yes, but would you slow down for a moment? We can make our way there soon.
As you three talk amongst each other and with Kelleen, Donnie and Jorkus catch up.
What the hell you two in such a hurry for?
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Gralmere is going on about wanting to talk to some druid by Thundertree. Apparently he may know where Cragmaw Castle is.
Ah, yes, I'm sure Redoth would be aware of its location. There's not an inch of this land he doesn't know.
We should set out in the morning, then.
I'll look to Donnie since we're a bit further back from the group. Gralmere seems a bit on edge, right?
I thought so too. Usually Sildar is the one being uptight. Gralmere is making him look chilled out for once.
Hopefully it'll pass as we make our way to Thundertree tomorrow.
We'll see.
Well, thank you for your time, Miss Alderleaf, and excuse our sudden interruption of your day.
Don't worry about it, boys. Stay safe. I heard Thundertree has become quite a mess since those disasters.
We'll head back to the inn, Ben. We can do some talking and whatnot for the remainder of the day.
As you all walk back to the inn, the jubilant vibe that has spread over your group from last night's revelry has seemed to fade. It is now replaced with an aura of intense worry and stress from Gralmere and confusion amongst the rest. Along the way back, Sildar, you find yourself drifting to the back of the group. The small walk to the inn becomes laborious, and although the others don't notice it, your breaths become heavy, and you feel staggering pains in your chest intermittently.
What the hell's going on? Is it just really hot out today, guys?
What are you talking about, Sildar? It's pretty nice out to me.
I gotta take this armor off. Let's head back to the inn, quick.
We are going quick, Sildar. You're just walking like a damn grandpa.
I'll speed up, Ben, pushing through any pain.
Give me a con save with disadvantage.
That's a 9.
Your party makes it back to the inn, the sounds picking up as patrons have returned from last night's festivities to enjoy some late lunch. As the four of you enter through the front doors, Sildar collapses just outside, his face slamming into the dirt just before the steps, and a paleness spreading over his face as he struggles to get to a knee.
What the fuck, Sildar?
What the hell's going on with him?
I don't know. Quick, stand him up.
The folks from inside the inn and outside in the town center drop what they were doing and approach the turbulent situation. Multiple people asking if he's okay and what happened.
Would you all back up? Give him some space.
We need to bring him upstairs. Come on.
As you four maneuver through the crowd, the innkeeper, Toblin, rushes forward. His wife, standing beside him, clasps her hands together in distress, her eyes wide with concern. He assists in carefully carrying your fallen comrade up the wooden staircase to the rooms above. The inn's narrow, winding corridors are lit by flickering sconces, casting long, dancing shadows. Sildar's once proud and vigilant figure now seems frail and vulnerable, his heavy armor clinking softly with each step. Upon reaching Sildar's room, you all gently lay him down on the bed, the linens rustling softly. Donnie assists Sildar in removing his armor, while Gralmere begins to inspect him for any injuries. Jorkus paces around the room, his face etched with worry, while Barban clutches his head, restlessly near the door, his eyes darting towards the window, as if expecting more trouble to follow. Toblin leaves your group after screams from Donnie to go away. He pushes past the mob outside the room, where the murmurs of the townsfolk continue.
Can I make some kind of check, Ben? Anything?
Medicine check.
Thank God, that's a 22.
Your expression shifts from focused concern to perplexed calm as you methodically examine Sildar. You check for any signs of trauma or damage. You wave magical incantations across the length of his body, attempting to discern something that may be out of place. Despite the visible signs of hard-fought battles in the past, nothing comes to your attention as something that would warrant his sudden ailment. As you finish looking over him, you step away, a look of contemplation on your face. Your eyes meet those of the other party members, reflecting a blend of confusion and concern.
What the hell's going on, Growlmere?
You figure it out?
I don't know, guys.
And with that, we'll end the session.
What was all that, Ben?
Hey, it's not all bad news. You guys have officially leveled up to level 4.
Yeah, but you just killed Bill.
Who said he was dead? He's still conscious.
Well, this gives us plenty to do next time. We suddenly have a lot on our plate.
Are you okay, Bill?
I'm fine, Joe. It's not like I'm having a heart attack IRL.
Oh, thank goodness.
Well, next time we play, we'll start with your level ups. I'll have to speak to you before the next session starts as well, Bill. But for now, I think my wife, who is a doctor by the way, brought the pizza in.
Why does he always have to mention that?
It better be Pizza Villa.
I was hoping for some chocolate chip ice cream, but pizza sounds okay too.
Thank you for watching, everyone, and we'll catch you all in the next one. Take care.
I don't know, guys.